Happy New Year to you. Happy 2025. Oh, I've missed you. I've missed my podcast. Oh, God, I'm back. I'm very excited to be back. Not very good at this fucking lailing around but in the middle of the year. But anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, salutations, best 2025 ever. I don't know, whatever, all the things you're supposed to say. Can you believe it? Monday, the 6th of January. How did that happen? So I hope you had a lovely Christmas. I hope you had a lovely New Year. I hope you got some space. I didn't have a lot of space. So my mother-in-law decided Christmas was a really good time to die, which was very sad and actually quite convenient. So if any of you think you're dying, Christmas is a good time. Just officially for the record. You know, I've said a lot of silly things in my time. I think this is the silliest thing I've ever said. I once sat on a plane with a woman and it was Christmas Eve. And I said, "Oh, are you excited? Are you going home for Christmas?" And I was all like, chitty chatty. And she said, "Oh yes, I go home every Christmas. We're always together because my sister died on Christmas Day." And I said, ready, stupidest thing I've ever said in my life, "Oh my God, what a terrible day to die." And she turned and said, "Well, there's no good day to die when you're 23. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is there any way I can climb out this plane window? Like, what are the stupidest things to say? What a terrible day to die. Like, and, you know, like she said, there's no good day to die, especially if you're 23. Well, my mother-in-law was 80. Bless her, she had an amazing life. But actually, turns out Christmas is a really good time because we were all together. So we had this magical, she died on the 23rd, but we had this magical kind of 8 days beforehand. And I mean, it was magical. It was hard. You know, it was tough. Like we were all sitting around watching this beautiful woman who's a mother of 4 and grandmother of millions, dying. But it was really beautiful. We were all together and then we were all eating together. We had 6 nights, I think, where we were all together as a whole family. And it was kind of cool. There was like 20 of us eating, taking shifts, spending time with her. She died at home and it was actually as beautiful as it gets. And I'm really comfortable with death. And I think death is a very important part of living. It's going to happen to everyone. And so getting used to that and just going, yeah, cool. So this is what happens. This is a body shutting down. This is what it looks like. And yes, it's sad, but then we're all together. And so we had a beautiful service for her on the 27th. But it did mean that I had a whole week of stuff that I was going to do and be and have, and that all got moved because she became the priority. But isn't that just life, right? Like all of a sudden, everything, I love how death does that. It's such a leveler. Everything just moved to the side. And there was only one thing that mattered, and that was Jill. That was all that mattered. And so we all just moved everything to the side and went, nothing matters except her. And it was beautiful. So anyway, I've had a bit of a busy time. So that's been it. Did Christmas, did funeral. It was massive. So, and then we've had the last week kind of just all recovering really from that and going, whew, that was a lot. So it was a beautiful time and a lovely family time, but also a little bit hectic. And then I'm like, okay, wow, hang on. Whoops, the year fucking started without me. I feel like the year started. And so I kind of missed that mid-bit between Christmas and New Year because we were all in family funeral stuff. And now it's the new year. And I'm pretty excited. So I'm working currently. I haven't quite got there. Normally I'm very ahead of myself, right? Like I'm that kind of girl. So normally I've got everything done. And I spent yesterday doing my vision board for the year. I've decided to go back to the retro cutting of magazines and vision boarding, and that's been fun. And I'm doing a vision board and I'm working through my 25 of 25. So 25 things I want to achieve in 2025. I love that. I'm really excited about that. So I'm working through that. And I've been going through my planner over the weekend and just going, right, and basically just playing along in my own planner that I made, but just ticking off the things because, you forget, right? And so going through, and it's been lovely. I started off with like the part on page 6 of my planner, of those of you who have one, around what are my roles? And I'm like, what are my roles this year? And I'm pretty excited. My baby turns 18 this year. And really funny. So he's in his final year of school and he's doing full-time construction at school. So his school offers not that many, a few kids, the opportunity to do full-time construction, but within a school environment, and they like build a house and stuff. And I think it's cool. And yes, he could go and do an apprenticeship and he could go and get a job, but you only get so long in short pants. I'm like, why don't you just stay at school, mate, and be a kid, but do what you love, which is construction. And that's cool. It's a cool opportunity. And then I'm thinking, right, this is the final fucking year of school parenting for me. I'm like, yes, I cannot wait to not be in this. And I get an email the other day with the stationery list, right? And it says, attached is your son's stationery list. And if you click on it, you can pre-order and prepay and the stationery gets shipped. And I'm like, beautiful, let's get organised. So I click on it. His stationery list is it just said, 1 builder's pencil, please see Bunnings or Mitre 10. That's it. That's all he needs for a whole year. And I'm like, oh my God, I never have to do school stationery again. I used to fucking stay up for hours and hours and hours at night, cover sealing books and naming coloured pencils. And I'm like, I'm done. I am done. Can you believe it? So my roles this year are kind of light on parenting. Like, obviously, I'm still what I call mentoring children because I think I'm always going to be there for my kids, but I'm not actually hands-on parenting anymore. And he's 17, but he's the youngest, so he's leapt forward a little bit, if you know what I mean. So it's like, well, 4th child, I'm done. I am so happy to be retired from fucking school newsletters and school stationery lists and meet the teacher. I guess, oh my God, I don't ever want to do any of that again. Fuck, I'm glad that's over. So there you go. I was going through that going, right, wow, there you go. That's not my job. That's not my job this year. And then I'm like, right, what are the things that we need to focus on this year? Like what are the things? And I'm like, so Felix is also trialling for the New Zealand Taekwondo team. And so he's got some big commitments with national camps and things. So I've got all those things. I put them all in my little planner. So I'm all set for those. And it's like, that's kind of all. All the other kids are just ticking along, doing their thing. And then I got to birthdays. Significant. Now I'm 55 this year. 55. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's a party. Maybe. I didn't have a 50th because it was COVID and all that fuckery. So I'm like, maybe I'll have a 55th. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Anyway, so a 55th might happen. My son's 18 and my dad's 80. So they're all significant birthdays. Obviously everyone else has got birthdays, but it's like, what are the big ones, Anyway, then I get into what are my focuses for the year as in for myself. And I'm like, what am I looking at? And I love the going through and rating myself and food, hydration, what are you drinking? What are you eating? How's your head? All of those things. And this year, my food goal is gut health. So I'm all about gut health at the minute. And I'm really big on it. So I'm like, right, what am I eating for my gut health? What are the things that are gut health friendly to really look after my microbiome? That's my thing. What am I doing about that? Into that. Physically, I'm looking after my lymph. I'm really into lymphatic drainage as well. So I've got a few things I'm really into. So gut health and lymphatic drainage. So I've got little massage gloves and shit. So I'm into that. I'm not drinking alcohol because I can't sleep, basically. I love it. I love a cocktail. So when I say I'm not drinking alcohol, I still might have alcohol, but it's not something that's actually, it'll be a maybe, not a definitely. Every now and then I might, but I'm basically giving up sleep in exchange for alcohol. And my sleep's so precious to me. I'm like, why the fuck would I bother? And I think alcohol's a fun thing. And I love a cocktail. I hate being drunk because I'm a control freak, so I don't like being drunk. But why would you poison your body? And my liver's 55 years old, just quietly. It's got enough to deal with. It doesn't need any alcohol. So that's a no. I'm out over there. I'm done with old people drinking. Like, fuck it. Fuck it, sort your shit out. Like, just grow up. And I think it's a fun thing for young people. And I think it's fun if you like the taste. But anyway, getting a bit anti that in my old age. So not drinking that. I'm doing lots of stretching, I've decided. And dancing is my new thing this year. It's not really a new thing because I've always danced, but I'm really into dancing this year and I'm going to go back to doing lots of dancing. And then I've been going through my year and going, what have I got on? What's happening this year? I have energy festivals in February, which I'm very excited about in the Wairarapa and in Waikato, in Hamilton, and in Alexandra in the South Island. So I'm really looking forward to running my energy festivals. So I've been going through just kind of filling in what's happening on a high level, what's happening on a high level. And then I got to my page. I really love the favourite meals. My favourite meal at the moment is breadcrumb eggs. Oh my God. Actually, if you're listening and you want the recipe, flick me a message. Send me an email, lisa@lisaandneil.co.nz, and I will send you my breadcrumb egg recipe. It is so yummy. It's low carb and it's fucking delicious. And breadcrumb eggs. Oh my God, it's my favourite thing. So that's on my favourite meals list. So page 11 in my planner has what my soul loves and my favourite meals. And this is a little list to remind you, when you just go, oh my God, I'm feeling really shit. And you can open the page and go, I'm going to do something my soul loves. And I think when you're in that space, you can't remember. And sometimes you go, oh, I can't think of what to eat. And then if you go to your list of favourite meals, you're like, yes, I'm having that for dinner, right? What is my favourite meal? So I quite like that. So that's what I'm doing. And then I got to this week, because this is the first week. I haven't used my planner yet. This is my first week of using my actual planner, which is kind of exciting. I've got a friend I'm taking to Wellington today, and we're going to spend the day in Wellington, and then she's flying back to Melbourne. She's been staying with me. And then on Tuesday, I've got a haircut. Just pretty basic stuff. Easing into the year. It's my mother's birthday on Thursday. I've got another friend coming to stay on Friday. So there you go. And then I've got a sewing day on Sunday. I've got a friend coming. We're going to do sewing day. So that's a pretty good week. I'm not working this week. So that's it. A trip to Wellington, a haircut. I'm going to make, I'm going to make ginger kisses for my mother's birthday. I've never made gluten-free ginger kisses, and I'm very excited about it. Stay tuned to the Instagram if you want to have a look at those, because they'll be coming your way. So there you go. That is my week. So I hope you're easing into your year and you're not feeling too kind of stressy and panicky about the year. And I hope if you have a planner, I hope you've opened her up and have started writing in her. And if you haven't got one, it's not too late. I've still got some planners on my website that you can buy and I can send them to you. I'm very excited. So there you go. I will be back. I'm going to be talking about my 25 and 25, like what are my 25 things. I love the idea. Lots of people have been doing 25 and 25, and I think the 25 number is kind of cool. But I'm like, what is 25 things that I want to do this year? I think that's interesting. And the little things, So anyway, I'm going to be thinking about those. That's my job. And I'll be talking to my friend today when we drive to Wellington. Thinking about those things. What are the 25? I've split them up into the energies of my workbook, of my energy book, like physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual things. So what are those things? So in 4 categories, I think, because my whole life is in those 4 categories pretty much. So there you go. So I'm going to go now and make breadcrumb eggs and then drive to Wellington. Boom. That's a good day. Happy 2025, and welcome back to my podcast. If you're new to my podcast, I am on here every Monday with a meeting with myself, and every Friday with a standing observation where I just make an observation about the world. Usually it's a rant or something, Anyway, that's me. So I just hope that 2025 is fucking amazing for you. It's a numerology number 9 year, and I am a number 9 in numerology. So you can add that up by adding up your birthday, right? So add up all of your numbers in a row. So you add up, like I'm the 30th. So 30 is 3 plus 07, because I'm in July, is 10, right? And so then you've got 10 and then you add up the 1970, and then you reduce it down. So what does that go? 10. Oh God, now you're going to make me do fucking maths live, aren't you? So 10, and then 1 is 11, and then 9 is 20, which is 2, and then 7 from the 70, and then that's a 9. Does that make sense? I will look it up, mate. If you can't follow that, just look it up. Anyway, I'm a 9, and this is a year 9, so I reckon it's quite special. I'm going to go do some research on that. So I will be back on Friday with a standing observation. Thank you for listening to my podcast. I love you. I hope you love it. If you do love it, you could give me a little star rating or something, because that really helps my podcast. So one of my things this year is to get my podcast into more places. So if you gave it a wee star rating, more people might find out about it. And then you could share the love. There you go. Right. See you soon. Have an amazing week. Mwah.